I'm spinning it so you can see its amazingness. Burger cake. We got burger cake, people.
April 22nd, 2025. The house is stuffy. We sleep with 2 fans blowing the warm air in circles, never quite cooling anything down. When I wake, I take a cold shower. Outside in the pre-dawn hours, it's cooler, like it always is. The black and white cat curls up in my lap as I sit cross-legged on the porch. She's purring, a tiny machine of comfort. Robert has fed her twice now and asked to keep her. He isn't serious, but he's asked twice. I'm not ready for that kind of commitment, and I know he isn't either. Still, she's a really sweet cat. Today I'll probably text our friends to see if anyone can take her in. If either of the roommates want her, I tell Robert, and he grins. But I know they're not ready either. Julia, that's what Robert keeps calling her now, cries at the door. I hear her tiny paws scratching the wood. She'll find us in the house, too, somehow always locating the nearest window and staring us down. Robert's at the table again, bent over his comic book, the lamp casting a warm halo around him. He's almost finished, just a few pages left now. I watch him sometimes, brow furrowed as he draws. It's quiet work, the kind that looks simple from the outside, but requires something deep and steady from within. He doesn't talk much when he's in it, but I can feel the buzz of it in the room, the way his world condenses to the panels and dialogue of his comic book. Every character he draws carries a piece of him. He'll shrug when it's done, probably say it's fine or good enough. His book is a kind of trail too, I think, just made of ink and story instead of dirt and distance. And soon he'll be finished, and we'll head out on the Appalachian Trail.
Do it again, do it again.
I'll do it right. It still doesn't feel like I'm training enough, but I remind myself each week the load increases. Each week my foot heals just a little. I saw the foot doctor yesterday, just as I suspected. Plantar fasciitis. No surprises, and honestly, not much help. Get some good shoes. Ice it daily, he says. No special workout, just stretching. I knew this. So why did I pay $250 for a confirmation? It's incredibly common, he added, though he never even asked what I'd done. I'm wearing $100 worth of shoes and inserts on each foot, and my grandparents did the trail with so much less. Funny, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. I almost said afraid, but that's not quite true.
It is Memorial Day weekend, so I am going to take this opportunity to go through all of our backpacking gear and lay it all out to make sure we have everything that we need. And we are just about a little bit more than 4 weeks away from leaving for the Appalachian Trail, heading southbound, starting in Baxter State Park, July, and I'm excited. So let's go into our gear. I did already make a big purchase on Amazon. I spent about $1 million, not Amazon, REI. But I got a lot of the necessary stuff that we need. So one thing Robert and I both agreed on is that we did want to start the trail with new clothes. This is our food system. So I got 2 Z-Lite food bags. My last one got some holes in it. This is the rucksack. So I've got a rucksack with some twine here and then 2 food bags. Our food system choice is a jet boil. We just use it to boil water. So we're just gonna pour it into our cups. We've got our 2 long-handled spoons. Of course, we got our Big Agnes tent. The main body of the tent is actually getting repaired right now. These are the air pads that we are 90% sure we're gonna go with. They snap together. These are just an Amazon brand, about £1 each. I like to keep my sleeping bag, my sleep pillow, and my sleep clothes in a dry bag. So Robert does the same thing. This is my small dry stuff sack where I like to keep my electronics. Anchor battery bank is what we are going with. We just need the 1 bank because that is so powerful. Always I would carry 2 forms of water purification. In the past, I used Aquamira. Is that right, baby? Aquamira, yeah. Aquamira. And this time, we enjoyed the Sawyer Squeeze a lot on the Pacific Crest Trail. We used that towards the end of our trip, and I did love the ease of it and the fact that it screwed on a water bottle. So I am gonna do this instead of the Aquamira. And then I did love our gravity filter system. I'm not sure we would have changed out from this had I not lost it on the Pacific Crest Trail. And so I just decided that I wanted to go ahead and do another one of these. I really like the gravity filter system, especially at night when you're just tired from a day of hiking, and it's nice to just be able to set up your gravity filter to do the work for you. But then I also, like I was saying, want to use the Sawyer Squeeze for when we're hiking and we don't need to necessarily break out a big bladder. Maybe we're just collecting 1 liter of water. Look how fancy. So I have went ahead and started collecting our shoes. That is about the only thing we will really mail ahead to ourselves. We don't typically do the boxes. And so I've started collecting those. So every couple weeks or so, I will start, I've started to buy a pair. And my goal is to have at least 4 pairs purchased by the time we leave. So we already have that taken care of. This method really only works if you know your shoe. So take that with a grain of salt. They sell Ultras on Amazon, and usually they're at a pretty good price, sometimes often discounted when REI is not having a sale. So we both decided that we would start this trail with new pairs of hiking clothes. So these are the REI brand of running shorts that Robert likes. He discovered these on the Pacific Crest Trail. This is just a running short with the liners on the inside. So some boxer brief liners. Very breathable, ultra light and durable for cool, dry trail runs. This is what he really found that he liked. I do something very similar, though my brand is just a generic one I found on Amazon that I really like. I did a whole gear review on every piece of our clothing that we're wearing or that we wore on the PCT. So if you're interested in that, you can find that video. This is a sun hoodie that I have. I did not wear this one specifically on the PCT or on trail, so I will be taking this one with me. It is still good. And so I will start. We typically want 2 tops. So 1 sleeping top, 1 hiking top. And those get intermixed depending on how you're doing your clothes laundry days when you go into town. So I was a little bit concerned on the dry capability of this shirt. It does tend to hold a little bit of moisture, so I'm not super attached to this one on this trail, though I will start out with this and decide if I want to do something different. Robert has said that he wants to just get like a sun hoodie off of Amazon. Those I feel like are specific, that kind of not spandexy texture, but like that super breathable kind of sports shirts texture. And I do know that that dries really well. Osprey pack 100%. Already got that figured out. Big deal. Oh, Robert asked me so nicely to get my own dang camp chair. So this is the one that he used on the PCT, and it is 1 pound. I also really liked it. He often let me use it in the tent when I was writing, and he ended up oftentimes painting on his belly. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bring it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna definitely bring it, but I'm gonna reserve that until I get all of my gear and I'm able to double check my pack weight and see if I need to cut some luxury items. Though this may not fall under a luxury item anymore. This may be like an actual item. But I was thinking about this, and the one thing that is cool, so I use the accordion pads in all of my through hikes and my hiking, but I hate how it attaches to the bottom of the pack. I'm really tired of that, but I was realizing as I was purchasing this chair, I was like, oh, I don't know where I'm going to carry this on my pack. And I realized that I could strap it to the bottom of my pack. It won't be as big or obnoxious as the accordion pad, but I can just store it on the outside of my pack. And I think that's going to be a good system. A beanie is a necessary, absolutely must have no matter what, because not only to keep your head warm, but you need something to cover your eyes. Y'all, a full moon is bright when you're out hiking. So it's important to have something to cover your eyes. Also, if you're in a shelter and there's other people using their lights, you know, you get the idea. Things that are in the mail right now are trekking poles and some gear tape, but that's basically it. So we have our sleep system, we have our sleeping bags are fixed. Our sleeping mats, our tent is being fixed right now. Those are the main things. We have both of our packs. That's good. We have both
Camp pillows.
Camp pillows. Good. I'm gonna get you a new dry bag. I think you're the one who had duct tape on it.
Okay.
Is that right?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. You can always use another dry bag, so that'll be good. Secondary inReach Mini, of course. So then we have our water system.
Okay.
We have our cook system, our food hang system. You got your shorts. Of course, you'll get your tops from Amazon, I think.
Okay.
I've got a top, and then my shorts I'm gonna get from Amazon. You got our Injinji socks, your camp chair. I got a camp chair. This is some bralettes for me.
Cool.
I think we're looking pretty good. We have our puffies, we have our raincoats, we have our trekking poles.
This looks good.
I mean, we had everything the last time, so we're good. The only really new things we're doing is getting new clothes. And then, yeah, so there's nothing really new. So this should be all good.
Yeah. Looks good.
Okay.